If you are going to do sparring with Bokken, partner training with these really good. In this video we're going to be learning all about the Foam Bokken we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. We're going to be learning about what it's made from, why you'd want it, what styles use it, and at the end of the video I'm going to put together a short montage of people doing sparring and partner work with Bokken. Hi, my name's Doug Swift. I've been doing martial arts for the past 33 years and I've been the owner of Enso Martial Arts for the past 16 years. If you're liking this video, click the little icon in the bottom right hand corner of the video, subscribe to this channel and get all the latest updates from Enso Martial Arts. So let's get into this video and learn all about the Foam Bokken we have for sale at Enso. Bokken, which translates as wooden sword, goes back to the time of the samurai, training with samurai swords, fighting, practicing, and not wanting to cut each other, so they fashion wooden swords so they can do all their training and practicing rather than killing all their training partners and their families and all the people in the village. Wooden Bokkens are much more sensible idea than doing partner training with a sharp blade. It's completely crazy. So yeah, Bokken is something that you can fashion up, you can make like out of products you just have from the landscape, so just snap off a branch and carve it into the shape of a Bokken, and you've got a really good, cheap, easy like training weapon. Now these days in modern classes people don't really want to get hit with Bokken, they do hurt. So a lot of solo practice or slow training with partners, Bokkens are absolutely fine. But if you're going to ramp it up a bit and you're going to kind of risk clonking each other with a Bokken, it is going to hurt. You are going to get some big lumps and big whelps. Nowadays people just don't really want that. It's too much. You don't want to go to work with big lumps on your head and all the rest of it. In the samurai era, getting clonked with a Bokken would be a very good lesson, because in reality that means that you're going to get your head chopped off. So that kind of lesson's quite good. These days we don't need those types of lessons. Using a Bokken nowadays, doing partner work is a bit too brutal. So this is where the Foam Bokken comes in. It's exactly the same dimensions as a Bokken, but it is padded. Let's just have a look at what it's made out of. So it's made out of a plastic core that runs all the way down the length of the Bokken, and then it's padded all the way down. Now the handle grip is like a rougher type of foam, so you get a really good grip on it, and then the actual Bokken blade bit is a much smoother type of padding, and it does have an end cap on the end, so a squishy rubber end cap rather than the foam made out of the rest of it. It also has a plastic tsuba, so plastic like the normal Bokken tsuba. It's very much the same with with rubber holders to keep that in place. So yeah, it's quite a bit, it's a little bit lighter than normal Bokken, but it's same shape, same size, and feels very much the same when you're swinging it and training it. If you are going to do sparring with Bokken, it's still going to give you a bit of a clonk. It's pretty hard. It's not particularly enjoyable. You're going to know about it if you get hit with this. What it's not going to do is give you horrible bruising or even potentially like break the skin. It's not going to break any bones like a Bokken potentially could. So partner training with these really good. Just a little word of warning, if you're going to start training with these really full on and start smashing stuff, now people get a bit excited and start smashing trees or walls, bricks, and hit the floor with them or whatever, you're probably going to eventually break it. It's not indestructible. It is just a length of relatively thin plastic. You can see inside it's not particularly thick. So if you're going to town on this and really trying to smash it to break it, you're probably going to break it, and you're definitely going to chip all the foam. If you're doing sparring with someone else with a Foam Bokken, it's going to last a lot longer, and you're going to get way more life out of it. If you're going to train against people with wooden Bokken and metal swords, it's not going to last that long. So just be sensible with it, and then hopefully you'll have a really long lasting Foam Bokken. Now another really good use for these is instructors using them as a training implement. So because it's soft but it's going to give you a little knock, they're really good, especially with kids, in just teaching them and training them. The foam bow staffs are also really good for this, but for instance just like swinging underneath them to help them sort of jump and get them to jump higher, or having them as something, say in jiu-jitsu, to help dive over, or you know, practicing swinging them at them to get them to either block or dodge out the way in evasions. So using these in martial arts is a really, really good teaching tool. I think actually it's a really good feature of these, because you still gives you a knock, you know about it when you get hit. It's not like getting hit with, say, like the foam noodles that you see a lot in martial arts classes. So it's a little bit harder than that. It's also in the shape of a bokken, so it still has that martial arts feel. But yeah, really good training, bit of training equipment for classes. But Enso Martial Arts, not only do we have the Foam Bokken, we also have Red Oak Bokken, the really big Saburi Bokken, the Unbreakable Cold Steel Bokken, and White Oak Bokken. So just giving you a few dimensions of the Bokken so you know exactly what you're buying. Now all these dimensions I'll put up on the website, and there'll be a whole load of other ones as well, so really good to look at. So just over 40 inches, 102 centimeters. In terms of the handle, 10 inches or 25 centimeters. So just looking at the weight, it weighs in at 320 grams, which is about 2/3 the weight of a standard wooden bokken. So as promised at the beginning of the video, here's a short montage of people doing partner work, training, sparring with bokken. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you learned loads about the Foam Bokken we have at Enso Martial Arts. If you like this video, remember to subscribe by clicking the little icon in the bottom right hand corner. Subscribe to this channel and get all the latest updates and videos from Enso Martial Arts. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon. Cheers!